Hello everyone, happy 30th anniversary to Blankman. Blankman is a film near and dear to my heart. I first saw it as a 90s kid on HBO. Who could forget Damon Wayans and David Alan Grier, fresh off of In Living Color, playing Blankman and Other Guy. John Polito as the villain, Minnelli. And then who could forget Robin Givens and Jason Alexander. This was directed by Mike Binder, who later on would do films like The Upside of Anger and Reign Over Me. And you know, it's funny because this is before like the superhero culture we have now. And like Mystery Men, I sometimes think for a comedy, this has more stakes than certain superhero films now. Seriously, we get this character of Daryl who is with his brother, and you know, as a Batman fan, I kind of related to this with them at their grandmother's house watching the Adam West Batman. And after the death of his grandmother, he decides to become a superhero as Blankman. It's silly. He does have a fork in his glasses, but Damon Wayans plays a pretty intelligent person with like creating armor and his own gadgets and everything. I love this. It's like a street level Batman. David Alan Grier is his brother, who doesn't really believe in him, thinks he's silly. But you know, Blankman ends up becoming this like figure for the city on his own. And then you get like the death of the mayor and John Polito as Minnelli going after not only Blankman and his loved ones, but also just creating havoc in the city. This is as comic book as you can get. You could definitely tell it was in the 90s, you know, it's like around the time of Meteor Man. And who could forget the soundtrack has Prince's New Power Generation playing Superhero. Oh man, I love that. J5! And then seeing J5 there. The whole romance with Robin Gibbons. I mean, just imagine like that. You're in front of your crush and you're just like, like I don't know, Damon Wayans is so hilarious in this film, and I know it's not gonna like win an Oscar for anyone, but like I absolutely enjoy this. It's one of my favorite superhero comedies, and David Alan Grier and Damon Wayans are just perfect together as Blankman and Other Guy, especially by the end. I mean, if you're a fan of comic books and even like Batman and Adam West's Batman, I think you're gonna find a lot of love in Blankman, and especially like in the In Living Color era of the Wayans. You know, you can kind of see that in this film, and I really enjoyed it as a kid, and I enjoy it now. Like some stuff I can see younger kids being like, that's not entirely PC, but I'm like, yeah, maybe not, but you know what? It's funny, and I like this movie. It's a feel-good comedy superhero film. In an age where we have a lot of stupid stuff with like a bunch of one-liner jokes and like green screen, I kind of like the realism of this movie despite having that cartoon comic filter. This just feels purely like a comic book. And for a comedy, it actually has higher stakes than some movies that have come out the past decade. And that says a lot. This, I guess, could be considered a cult classic. I loved how Twisted Metal on Peacock basically showed Anthony Mackie and the girl. They're at an abandoned theater and they see the film and he starts like going over the dialogue. That made the 90s kid in me just smile. Like I love that. And I just want to know, has anybody else seen this film? Do you remember Blankman? What are your thoughts on it? I just wanted to briefly reflect upon it on its 30th anniversary, and I wanted to see if there was any more fans of this film out there. Yeah, the 90s was a special time where you could get indie films, big budget Oscar films, dramas, and then even just like kind of comedies, you know? Like this is a product of its time, and because of that, I think that's part of the charm, you know? And I would love to see, I don't know if I would have loved it back then if they made a sequel, or even if they have like a Mystery Men follow-up, if they get David Alan Grier and Damon Wayans to play characters that are similar to Blankman and Other Guy. I think that'd be hilarious. If they pull like the other guys or like superheroes who were popular but they're past their prime, you know, like they're older. Like I would love to see like a follow-up to Mystery Men that has like Damon Wayans and David Alan Grier with like Ben Stiller in them. But I don't know. If you like Mystery Men and other stuff like superhero, I think you might like Blankman. Seriously, watch Blankman and Meteor Man from the 90s. There are two underrated gems. Anyway, let me know your memories of Blankman. Have you seen this? If you haven't, check it out. You might enjoy it. And check out these other videos for more content. Till next time, everyone.